Hello everyone, this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. This is Season 21, War 9 against the Gods of War, GOW. So I want to start off this video with my 11th rank 3 6-star, and it's Captain America Infinity War. So just with the deal, I was able to form a Science Tier 5 class Catalyst. And yeah, I had a couple of options in Science, but the best by far was Captain America Infinity War, so I have ranked him up. He's been awakened once, so he's only Sig 20, but as I've discovered, and I've been using him in Magneto mini-bosses a lot, that I don't really need his Sig ability because I'm not relying on any of the other abilities. And so there it is, rank 3, this is number 11, and I love him. I've always loved him as a character. So here you can see I'm selecting my team and I almost make a huge mistake. I had the 5-star from the last war, and just at the last second I remember to put in the 6-star. Oh, that would have been a tragic mistake if I just brought in the 5-star as opposed to the 6-star, because I do have that Magneto mini waiting for me. So my team is Vision, Captain America, and Nick Fury. Really cool team, all rank 3. And my first fight is against Blade. This fight is interesting only because I'm still a little bit confused about this one node. So this node is called Power Bond, and it says my power draining abilities are 90% less effective. I've done this fight before, and I always think that it's a bug, or maybe it's just the way Vision's power drain works, because I thought it wouldn't, be as good as it is, but it's really good still. It's actually the same it always is. So you can see here, I'm going to get to my SP2, and I'm going to totally power drain him. And so there it is right there. And so it worked great. It doesn't seem to have 90% less effectiveness. So just a very straightforward fight. He is defense, which means, of course I have to worry about him getting the indestructible charge. He does have transducer too, or no, kinetic transference. And so, he's getting a lot of power when he hits into me. But, of course Vision can totally control power so well. Here I sort of hold off because I don't want to get him to an SP1, figuring I can kill him with my next combo, and it works. Vision took almost no damage, and yeah, of course he never got a chance to even throw one special, so it's absolutely great. 33 hits, really good. Now on path 2, section 2, I'm on path 3 now. This is against Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer. This is one where you bleed if you hit him, and so of course Vision doesn't care about that at all. Plus with the power drain of Vision, it makes this fight so simple. Same thing again, just going at it and just hitting him and draining his power and not having to worry about anything really in this fight other than parrying and doing 5-hit combos. And so Vision is just absolute beast in war, just because he is such a good power control champion. And so yeah, this fight, again, straightforward, nothing really too complicated to explain or worry about in this fight. But, I do miss a parry there. That might be the most exciting part of this fight. And now I have a big, power drain, and yeah, and off we go. So yeah, very straightforward, very easy, very fun. It's silver bald-headed guy against green bald-headed guy, and yeah, it's just sort of slow playing it, not having to worry too much, and just making sure that he's not getting up to a bar power. That way I don't have to worry about even thinking about dodging a special. So done. Vision, amazing, love him so much. So 60 hits, again, they're rank 3. It's really, really nice. The extra damage and power is huge. Okay, now for the real fights. So the first fight up is Magneto, and this is the whole reason I brought in Captain America Infinity War. This is stun immune, so I'm just going to be blocking a lot. You can see, hardly does any damage. His block proficiency is so good. Look at those little bits of damage. I've taken like 5 blocked hits and down to 2%, now 3%. It's just great. It is polka dot power, which means I would never gain power because I don't have any debuffs that I can put on, any damage over time debuffs, so it's just all about hitting him. I'm going to try to bait out the special ones as much as possible, just because those are a little easier to deal with. There's a couple times I feel like I get close to almost stunning him just because my dexters are so quick, like sort of right there, and so I'm definitely nervous for this fight. I don't know if I fight it really well. A couple times he completes his combos and I don't counterattack him. But you can just see the damage. Look at those 5,000 crit mediums, which is really nice, and just like 2,000 regular lights. I'm doing a fair amount of damage each time, and so yeah, I brought him down about 7% there with that combo. So he's really powerful, of course, because he's a 6-star and he's just hitting hard. There, whew, I thought I was going to get a parry. Oh man, one parry and you're more or less dead in this fight. But again, just block it. Still almost at 90% power, even though I've taken lots of block hits. I mean, Captain America Infinity War's block proficiency is absolutely amazing. You know, again, there's another Dex, which I almost felt like could have been a parry, because sometimes, you know, when you parry, when you Dex right when they're hitting you, it sort of reads it as holding your block, and you get those parries, and yeah, then it's death for you. The thing why people place Magneto here is, of course, you're baiting out the heavies, but he goes unstoppable. But the nice thing is about Captain America Infinity War, with kinetic charges, he shrugs off the unstoppable. There I evade an SP2. Oh, so lucky. I sort of do a double evade, like right when he throws it I evade and I evade again. That's always the way I've done those, and it seems to work, but it's always makes me nervous. So he's down to 6%. I'm feeling really good here, going for another combo and dead. So 83%, that's amazing. You know, I took 17% damage and I was absorbing so many blocks. Really, really good fight. So the last fight is another mini, and this is Spider-Gwen, who I've always like, oh, I dislike this fight. I've actually put maxed out, what is the one where you, if they evade, you get unstoppable. I can't remember whatever that one mastery is. But you see I have the destructible charge, which is really cool. And actually, I saw this on the replay. I'd forgotten about this. If I was going to play this again, I actually would parry her more, even though, you know, she has limber and eventually will shrug them off. But just to get more of those destructible charges on her, and then I don't have to worry so much about, you know, baiting out heavies and having, you know, the timing be perfect. So this fight's going okay. It's hard getting to 4 tactical charges. I'm trying to spam my SP1, but I don't get them that often. Just because I'm having to spend so much time, you know, baiting out heavies and her specials, and so of course the dream is to have more than 5 or more than when she can evade. And then here, I don't know what was I thinking now. I guess I was trying to time it right, but I don't, so I'm stunned, and she's absolutely decimates me with a bunch of combos, and so now I'm in big trouble. I have 72%. I'm on my second life. So luckily though, now I get double the charges. I get 8 charges from my what you call it, my special 1 attack, and now she hits me twice. I get double again, and so now I have 15, which is great because now I can hit into her whenever I want, and he's unblockable, and so it's sort of nice. Yeah, I thought I was going to get hit by another SP2 a while ago. So I go ahead and throw my special, but all this is not doing any damage because she's indestructible. So I probably should have parried her. But then finally, when she hits me, the damage comes back on. And now I'm just doing such huge damage. I mean, she's only a rank 2, so of course she's not nearly as beefy, but you know, she went down from like 70% to 23%, and then 1-0 combo, and that's going to be it. Just taking so much damage, and so... Wow, I was scared of that fight. Really scary, but I pulled it off and got the victory. So, good war. We did really well this war. We won. I think we won 14-4, which is amazing. Only 4 deaths in the entire alliance. I had 2 minis. That's the most minis I've had for a long time. There's Legacy finishing off Thing. I think he finished him off with like 80% on Void. So yeah, it was a good war for us. They played really well. I mean, 14 deaths out defense is a very respectable outcome as well. And so it's a great war. This is, I guess we're 2/3 of the way through, so 3 wars left, and hopefully we can stay in Masters. I'm having a lot of fun. Love my new rank 3 Captain America Infinity War. Love my war attackers in general. They are really solid right now. And see if I can keep it going. I had 1 death on the very first war this season, and so far so good. Keep my